I always wait to see, I'm pretty sure we're live, but I always wait to see it here just to confirm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And when you see, like, messages, yeah, so, all right, commercials, yes. All right. So when you see stuff start to pop up, I'm pretty sure we're live. So hello, Bob. How are you doing tonight? We are hanging with Paul here from Centerpiece Collectibles.
What's up, guys?
We are just chilling and, post Thanksgiving, hanging out. We got some crazy stuff going on. I got my cryptic sale all around us. He's brought over this crazy Dominaria United Omega. They actually call it Omega
That
boxes.
thing's awesome, yeah.
I'm surprised that they call it an Omega box. I thought that was
right
just
on there.
some like a term somebody was throwing out there.
The thing's actually cool. We
that's
should open
pretty
it up
crazy.
on camera if you want. But
Right?
yeah, there's
Hold
30
on.
of
So
them.
hello everyone and
Welcome to the desert of the real.
all right. So welcome, yes, to the desert of the real. So I haven't hung with Paul in a while. I mean, we talk on the phone, but obviously one thing we're going to discuss tonight is the 30th. That's kind of crazy. And cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Saturday night. Yes, indeed. Holiday fun times. All right.
Well, Sapporo. I haven't had a Sapporo in a while. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
it's good shit.
Good
well,
stuff.
I go down to Mitsuya in Jersey. It's a Japanese supermarket.
You've told me about that.
Yes,
place. Yeah,
every
it's
couple
awesome.
of months they have a sale for cases, and
That's
it's like
awesome.
it turns out to be like $1 a can, and that's a good deal on
You just
Sapporo.
make a trip, buy a bunch of stuff.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
Handle stuff I got to do in the area, and
Yep.
it works out pretty nice.
Cool. Yeah, it's cool.
All right, Bob. So you're here early. I guess me telling you that I was going live. You got the message like on time this time. I know YouTube doesn't work the best for notifying people, and like I don't know why, but I'm kind of like suppressed in the algorithm comparatively. I
Really?
see like yeah. Sometimes like it's interesting, Like I get a push, but it's like you can see it get killed
Okay.
sometimes. But
Interesting.
I don't know if it's just for me or if it's just my content. But you don't know. You don't know. I don't know how this robot works for freaking YouTube.
I don't think anybody knows for sure.
The algorithm
It's
is
a
some
mystery.
bullshit, man.
Yep.
You can't know it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you're always trying to figure it out.
Yep.
You're never gonna figure it out. It's just gonna make you crazy. Is all it's gonna do.
I think you do a great job. I love always seeing your streams and
Thank
popping up
you.
and different things and try and jump in when I can. But you're doing really cool,
No
creative stuff
doubt.
here. So
Well, I'm trying to establish it for long term. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Definitely trying to be around and not just F around.
and you're
you know what I
giving
mean?
people a place to come hang out and chat about stuff they love, and it's awesome. So
Nah,
good
it
job.
is a pretty cool. That's probably the best part is the community that
Yes.
develops around it. Like I know you have a couple people from over here on your channel
Yes,
too, like
for
Paul
sure.
Plants and stuff. These are like
Yep.
solid members of the community.
Savannah comes over,
Yeah.
Black Magic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get a couple
that's
guys.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
Let
awesome.
me get some blisters in here instead of my freaking light bar across my chest. All right, so okay, so we had like a in-person talk about 30th. We've discussed it over phone, but I think it's kind of like an in-person conversation too. Were you really that surprised by the move, or were you kind of like Wizards gonna do Wizards stuff? You know what I mean?
Candidly, if I'm going to be 100% honest, I was surprised. I did not think, especially when they verbally stated in the past and they put it in writing that they would not reprint even with different backs. Like when
That was
when
stated
a large,
by Rosewater.
yeah, but still, like when
I
a,
know,
when
I
a
know.
large company puts something like that even in writing, no matter if it's in a chat or a comment, like when they put something like that in writing, it's extremely hard to go back on it, and they
I
did
agree.
it. So. So I was surprised. But now that we've seen how it's all unfolded, we're no longer going to be surprised by anything.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was surprised by the gravitas of it. Like 4 packs for $1,000. You can get Black Lotus and Power 9. Like as the first foray into this like reprinting of the reserve list. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
I wasn't surprised by the move. And like I've had this discussion, especially with Bob, about that whole spirit of the reserve list thing was Mark Rosewater. It was irresponsible of him.
Correct. Yeah.
But it's not the company, and it's just him talking some shit.
but as he's speaking on topics of Magic the Gathering, he's representing the company. You know, I mean,
I agree.
He's not a low-level employee.
Oh, I agree.
You know,
it was his bad
he's
in
a
a big
high-level
way.
employee at a large publicly traded
A lot of the
company.
anger is his fault.
True. Yeah.
Because a lot of the anger is based around that statement of people like leaning on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so if you think about it personally, a lot of the heat is due to him.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
know?
would agree. So I always try and look at everything with an open mind and from an outside perspective too, right? So this hit me earlier today. I got the email. Do you get the email today
Oh,
from
yes.
Wizards?
I'm going to make
So
a video for Monday
so I got
morning.
the email today, and I read it, and I tried looking at it with an open mind, which you and I can't always do because we're so deep in this stuff, and we know it all so well, and we watch this stuff 18 hours a day. But so I read the email, and I looked at it, and I tried just having an open mind, outside perspective, like someone who's not so deep in Magic, how are they going to view this? You know, and I looked at it, and they said, you know, relive the spirit of Magic the Gathering's 30 years by ripping open, and they very clearly stated non-tournament
They
legal.
put that in the beginning. 'Cause
Yes,
people were making
first
issue
sentence.
about that. Yeah.
First sentence, it was right there. So I read it all, and it kind of hit me, occurred to me, and I was like, they really just feel like they're doing something fun to celebrate 30 years of Magic. I don't think they thought the whole community was
You
going to
know,
react this way.
I don't think they
I
thought
really
that
don't.
the whole community was gonna
Now
react
they
that
know.
way.
They know
Yeah.
now. But like, I think when this whole idea was pitched and generated, they were like, you know what? Let's have different backs.
But
People
you
can
know
open
what?
Black
That's
Lotuses.
from like a corporate perspective and
Oh,
not
yeah.
someone who knows what they're doing.
Oh,
in
they were
Magic.
totally detached.
That's like
Totally
that's like a
detached.
Hasbro thing. Like,
I agree.
oh man, let's get the famous Black Lotus in
Right.
Power 9 out
Yeah,
there.
it's fun. Someone
Isn't
can
that
rip
your
it.
cool cards?
I know, I know. And then alpha boxes, whatever. So you can't pull a Black Lotus there, but you could spend $1,000 and pull it here.
yeah.
I think that's what they were going for. And I'm not trying to defend them, but I was like, this
Oh
is
no, that's
this
totally
is where that
what
all
they were
came
going
from. You
for.
know, like
but
they thought,
like I'm saying, it's from an outsider's perspective. It's from like Mr. Corporate. I got a tie.
So my interesting
Magic the
thing now for
Gathering.
Monday is I'm extremely curious to see how many people are going to buy this thing that have like.
It's gonna sell out. There's enough people out there who don't care and who just want to be part of everything. That's just gonna sell out.
It even occurred to me today too. Like, do I spend the $1,000 and rip it on the
Nah.
channel to get views? You know, like
It's-
because that's what
it's
people are
not
going to be doing.
worth
I'm
it.
not going to.
You know what?
But that's
You'll
what
get
people
the
are going to
views.
do.
You'll get a lot of views.
It'll be negative.
You'll get tons of views.
Yes.
But you'll also get like forever in people's minds. Like, you know what I
You
mean?
were a sellout.
Yeah.
You were the sellout
yeah.
who participated and
It's
supported
not worth
this.
it.
Yeah,
You know?
I
Like,
know.
it totally isn't worth it.
You'll-
Hit that like, people.
You'll get Venom.
Yeah, okay, let's see what we got here. We got Bob, Stefan, Black Magic, and it is a Hasbro thing indeed. Look at all the IPs of Monopoly, right? Oh my god, people are out of their minds for banking on a blog statement over actually company reprint policy, publicly available in print. I agree, Bob. We've been saying it from the beginning. I guess you and I in private conversation isn't like publicly for people to know, but we were like, you know, the word of the law is all that exists. The spirit of the law is some bullshit, you know? Like, it sucks, but that's the only thing that's written down for real. Otherwise, it's just some bullshit coming out of somebody's mouth.
And now we can all move on, right? Now we know it's gone, so now we can all move on and just see what is going to come in the future.
So I think the best we could do as a community is kind of just, if you don't like it, don't interact with it. Like, I know Blake Rasmussen said
Which
that.
is exactly
but
what they said.
The thing is, and when I say don't interact with it, I mean, like, maybe even in your play group, make it known that you don't want to play with those cards.
Right,
Because
right.
you don't, like, you know what I mean? Or
Yep.
whatever it is that you feel you need to do, like, to get away from that and distance yourself, you know, do it.
And maybe by not interacting with it, guys like you and I don't even talk about it. You know,
Yeah,
we pretend it
that's
doesn't
what
even
I'm
exist.
saying. Like, I
If they're
could
gonna-
really care
They're going to
less
reprint
about
Arabian
this
Nights and we don't like
product.
it.
Yeah,
I'm not even
yeah.
going to talk about it, you know?
Yeah, but you know, and okay, Rudy brought up the Mox Pearl 9.5
Yeah.
for $3,000, making a big huff and puff about how you can get a raw, unlimited Mox Pearl for the same price.
Yep.
But like a quad plus compared to a raw item and like a new item versus an old item is totally apples to oranges. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know the population for the new stuff yet. You know, most of them are going to be in great shape, but you know, quad plus, like, you don't know that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what's out there for the originals. I'm just saying, like, you can't compare those two types of things.
You can't compare them. I think his point is, if you're going to spend that amount of money where you could get an original one, regardless of condition, right? And I've kind of come to that realization, too. I agree with the comparison where if that quad 9 plus, 9.5 plus, or whatever it is X, then maybe a lot of this original shit is underpriced still. You know, like
Well,
like
and when it comes
has to go one
down
of two
to it,
ways.
you're gonna have to ask yourself, do I want this or would I rather something else? You saw what I did at the 30th. Instead of buying that, I buy listed stuff that I didn't care about. So I had extra money to play with that I'm like, whatever there.
Yep.
So I saw the packs. I'm like, oh, I know I can get views, especially then before anybody else, you know, in the first day of the thing.
You
like,
were smart and you went for the original
and a
stuff.
channel like mine that actually had a few, because like people who had no subscribers are getting like crazy amounts of views for these things. So I'm like, I know I could do something with that and it would make a difference, you know, as in like make a difference for my channel. But when I looked at it, it just came down to the moment. I'm just like, this is such a waste of fucking money.
Do you want to sell my soul or not?
Yeah, and it's like this thing that I'm gonna buy is a piece of garbage. Like you got a really bad chance of getting anything.
And
You
that's
know?
if you
Like,
pull a mox or something.
that's
Like
what
God
I'm
forbid you get
saying.
skunked, you'll be really pissed.
Yeah, and then you have a trouble item to sell. Like it's so not worth it from any perspective. It's kind of funny. Okay, let's see. What about reaching out to non-MTG folks? Oh man, that's crazy, Kevin. The fact that they're reaching out to that Yu-Gi-Oh guy
I just saw all that crap too.
and the Pokemon dude, freaking
Dude, that Pokemon dude has he had over 1 million
Leonhard has
subscribers.
a ton. I've watched
And
him.
so I went and read the exact comment he made to Rudy. He said he was offered a significant amount of money, and Rudy was like, he got offered thousands.
Oh yeah.
For him to say I got offered a significant amount of money, he might have got offered 50,000. You have no idea.
Fucking black magic.
What's he saying?
What else do you guys talk about privately? I'd love to know.
Get over here, Black Magic. Let's hang out.
You know, he's actually in Jersey.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's in the Fen. He hangs out. He's Solkanar the Swamp King.
I got a lot of buddies in Jersey. I grew up in Connecticut, so yeah.
I freaking grew up right over the border.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, freaking
Yeah,
Rockland. Mark isn't the law. Yup. Let's see what else we got. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, man? If this was priced appropriately, I'd get it. This was a clear, no shame cash grab, in my opinion. I think people would be happier if they just put proxy in big letters across it
It's a definite
and
cash
priced
grab.
it as
Yeah,
like
there's
$50
no doubt.
a pack. You know what
Definite
I mean?
cash grab. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay, the Mox Pearl is a proof that 30C is overpriced, or is a proof that Unlimited undervalued. I agree, it's undervalued, Bob. We're not arguing that. We know that the value of the older card should be more. It's not about the Mox Pearl. It's the Mox Pearl. That number just made people like, oh, you know, that's all it is. They
So
just got
I
goosed.
did a couple of videos that got decent traction recently, talking specifically about alpha. So like with 30th and all these reprint sets that are now inevitably going to come, what they can never take away from alpha is being the first set.
I mean,
Nothing can ever take that away.
Look,
you know,
Arabian Nights is very sensitive. Like,
I agree.
a third of the cards are going to be
I agree, but
difficult.
prepare yourself for a
Oh.
borderless foil Jazam Dijin. It's coming.
Juzam isn't,
Old frame
isn't
foil,
offensive.
it's coming.
Not at all. Oh, I am
So,
prepared.
you know,
All
but
it,
just-
it's gonna be so very
You know,
yes, shiny and
you know,
chrome.
Superman #1 comic, the first Spider-Man comic. They've all been reprinted to oblivion, and people always want the originals. And I just think alpha is
I
gonna
agree.
be,
I agree. I
know.
totally
and
agree.
this
The-
isn't a
the
knock
original
on
is always
Antiquities,
gonna be-
Arabian Nights, or anything. But
I just feel like
the reprints are coming.
Its trajectory
yeah,
over the next few years has been changed. You know what I mean? It's an altered trajectory
100%
based on the product.
100. It's going to go like
It's
this.
not
Yeah.
about killing the old stuff. It's just
Agreed.
a different, chart now.
There are going to be dips.
Totally
Yeah.
different now.
Yep.
The reserve list was a promise created to say the game has been changed and adjusted through the years. It's definitely not carved in stone. Exactly. Oh, freaking Jurgen, nerd and proud of it. What up, bro? Woo, Casey, how you doing? You said I have 2 used souls for sale. Any takers too, huh? Drip, what up? Anyone selling their soul? How about just a soul ring? There you go. And we thought 2020 was the year of the dumpster fire. What see says, hold my beer.
Yeah, seriously.
Right, E-Man?
They
How
did
you
say,
doing,
hold
bro?
my beer. It's usually 2022.
Yes, the Mox Pearl sale did go through, and like there was a lot of fuckery involved with that. Also. Let's see. Actually, I believe Watsy needs to stop advertising to already established MTG players. It makes sense to reach out to other communities.
That's what they're
Stop
doing.
putting advertisements in
That's what they're
MTG packs. I get it. That is kind of ridiculous. Every freaking booster pack
Yeah.
having an advertisement still is like, what
We're
are you
already ripping it.
doing,
We're already
guys?
ripping it.
Like they used to do those sheets on top of the box for like
Right.
Innistrad and stuff. It was like just a sheet that was like, it would write stuff that was pertinent to the set.
Yep.
So much simpler, and you
Yep.
save a card per box. Wouldn't it be cheaper? You would think so, right?
You would think.
Like I don't understand why they don't. They're cost cutting, and raising the top end, like the what they're charging, right? Why don't you just freaking, instead of giving us 15 bullshit cards in a collector's edition pack, why don't you cut out like 7 of the commons and uncommons that are worthless anyway, because there's too many of them.
Look at this case. I was thinking about this.
Yeah, that's sick.
Okay. Let's look at this case just super quickly.
Yeah.
Can you guys see this?
This is madness.
This is 30 packs in here.
30
so look at
packs.
all this cardboard, all this packaging. There's 30 collector packs in here, and that's it. So
30
to your point, talking about saving trees and stuff.
That's what I'm
and all that.
saying. Like, there's places that they could do better.
Correct,
You know,
yeah.
like,
Yep.
I get it. Wanting to use cardboard instead of plastic, like this, but what? I mean, these were great. It's just that they were getting stolen. I don't know, man. It sucks that freaking thieves screw things up, man. Always.
Thieves
you
ruin
know?
everything.
I'm saying it's always one bad apple that ruins it for everybody. Drip eats cardboard for breakfast with milk. That does not sound healthy, bro. All right. Good evening, JG. Josh, how you doing? Bigger you are, the more you need to consume. Yeah, I guess so. I think it's Hasbro trying to peddle their overpriced crazy days. What up? Toilet paper to customers who might not know better. True. That's what I feel like the interaction with the Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon community
That's
is.
them branching out. Yeah.
Branching out to people who don't know better.
Yeah.
You know, who aren't going to get mad. But, oh, boy, do they know how much we Magic players are
And it doesn't
out
take a
there.
lot for them to move the needle with some of those markets. You know, if they get 1% of folks who go and say, "Hey, I'll give it a try," and
Yeah.
you know, that's dollars well spent for Hasbro.
Casey is on some Lord of the Rings shit. The soul ring to bind them into the darkness.
One ring to
Yeah,
one soul ring to
exactly.
rule them all.
Into card news pack. Let's see. Everyone's emoji game is strong. Yes, I know. I love it.
There are a lot of emojis tonight.
Well, yeah, because we got. You see the channel emojis?
Yeah,
I
I've seen
got
them. They're
frickin-
awesome.
Yeah, the set symbols.
so people just dropping them out there.
Yeah. I love that. Oh shit, that's a subscriber.
Nice.
Welcome, Daniel, to
Nice.
the desert of the real. Yes, I
Give me a
guess
shameless pump too, so maybe I pick up a couple.
No,
subs.
yes, okay. I'm talking over Morpheus now. Okay, shut up, Morpheus. But yes, anybody out there, go check out. Actually, you know what I can do for you? I'm
That'd be
going
cool.
to put a link so that people can find you, and I don't know how to. Let's link to a video so that you guys can go over there and give him a sub.
That's awesome. Thanks, folks. Yeah, come check out my channel. I'm a lot newer than Ed. I try and do a lot of different things there too, not just Magic. So try and cross-pollinate a little,
Yeah.
all different topics, but would appreciate it.
And he has my endorsement. He's a good guy. And he knows what he's doing. But, you know, what's interesting about Paul's channel is, you know, we're Magic over here. He's got more of a broad range because he's like a dealer, you know. He goes to all the shows and sells sports cards, and he deals with Star Trek cards and all this madness, you know, like the whole gamut, Marvel cards, whatever. You
Driving
know, like,
myself crazy with all sorts of different
I don't know
things.
how you
Yeah.
keep up with all that because
crazy.
there's so much happening out there, you know,
There
like
is.
despite how crazy the Magic world is, it's just a drop in the bucket.
It is. It is. So I'll tell you this quickly too.
Mm.
I live down in South Carolina, about 2.5 hours north of me. A very good friend of mine just opened up a shop.
Ooh,
right
just
in
now.
this climate. But it's good and bad, right? Because all the shit he had to buy to stand up the shop, he's buying at the bottom.
Cheap
right? And I
as
told
hell.
him that. Like I sold him a lot of wax to
You
stand
could
up
buy
his whole.
collections.
He was buying at the bottom. But anyways, you know what? The most of the phone calls he was getting at stand up the shop, Magic and TCG.
Really?
Magic, Pokemon. His first 2 boxes he sold out of the shop for TCG was a MetaZoo box and a Flesh and Blood box. Not kidding. Insane.
Metazoo and Flesh and Blood.
So I mean,
before
as
anything
crazy
else.
as this market is, TCGs are super strong. Still a ton of interest. You know, it's awesome to see.
And it's really, you know, the fact that Hasbro is doing bad at a time like that is like such a shame.
It is a shame. Yeah.
You know, they had. Not only did they had the freaking a banger of a year in product, but the execution, it's just total you shooting yourself in the foot.
So what do you
know?
think? So
Hit the like, by the way, guys.
So we know the direction they're going to go with, probably with the reprint sets after 30th and all this stuff. What do you think about the pace of sets in a given year? You think they're going to keep that up? or they're
I
gonna-
think for now it's gonna stay.
Yeah.
For at least the next year.
Yeah.
And I think I made a video about this. I gotta edit it because they can't change. It's the Titanic. You know what I mean? Like even if they see the iceberg, it's too
Big
late.
ship to steer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while to turn. You know.
So
what
we're
I
going to
mean?
keep on with that, whatever, 8 to 10 10 sets a year.
For at least a little
yeah.
while. And it's going to be stupid shit, too. Like, all these jumpstart and, like, just crap that no one ever asked for and doesn't want.
I had an awesome conversation on Thanksgiving with two of my wife's cousins who are in their mid to late 20s, but they're pretty much like Hasbro's target audience, right? Just casual Magic players. They like going to Walmart and Target, buying some random packs from the new set, tweaking their decks and putting together their decks. And they told me out of the blue, they're not following my channel or anything going on in Magic. They work and they're busy, but they told me, they're like, I couldn't even keep up anymore. They're like, there's too many sets. I went to get the new set and there was already a new set out, and he said I just kind of unplugged and took a step back, and he hasn't bought anything, and I forget what he said the last set was. But that was eye-opening for me. You know, he's just a casual player who likes buying some packs and tweaking his decks.
And I did a freaking video about that.
He got turned off with too many sets.
I used to be a completionist with Magic, you know?
Yep.
Or like, I at least like to tick off a few boxes for each set, you know, like maybe the best card, or like, you know, a few things where I could put away and be like, oh, I have enough of that set, you know. I had to decide when Collector's Edition came out. That's why I have every Collector's Edition up here, but I don't have every draft or set from the same time.
That's a good point,
because I'm like, I can't keep up with that, you know, like Collector's Edition was like the best version of things, you know what I mean? And that's usually what I went for every set, the best version of things. And that's how I could keep up, and it just...
Gonna have to blow this wall out. You need a bigger wall.
I know, for all the goddamn products. Oh my god, it's such a headache. I don't know. I think this can be moved to other spots, you know, more for like shelving.
You should do a video sometime on a virtual tour in here. You guys should see Ed's whole laboratory. It's awesome.
I haven't
it's really
done
cool.
it yet. I've actually been meaning to.
You should do a virtual tour and just kind of pan around. You have so much cool stuff down here.
Yeah, there's all types of random shit down here.
Ed's got awesome stuff. Yeah.
The type of weird shit. Even like here, check it out behind.
We're all the same though. We're all these nerdy ass collectors.
This thing is from stores. It's a promo. Like,
do you want to pull it down?
Nah, it's alright. It's like a 3-dimensional Odyssey thing. It's very very freaking cool. Yeah, like that's the type of thing that not many people have anymore. Except maybe Cosmic Seeds here, Stefan. Go subscribe to him too. He's a good guy. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. What do we got? Oh my god. Daniel Cohen, good thing you're a subscriber. Do I collect any manga? Bro, behind me is Akira. I got next to it, I got Blame. I think I have everything by Tsutomu Nihei. Oh man, I got tons of freaking Naruto, Gantz, Neon Genesis, Parasite, freaking MPD Psycho. Yeah, see, look, you know, and I'm not just saying some bullshit. I'm reading off names that I see in my library.
You gotta do a virtual tour, man.
Yeah, man, I got all types of... I've been collecting this shite since I was a little kid, you know? This is all my stupid stuff. Like, over there, those Nintendo powers, those are mine from when I was little.
So you got these hiding back.
Yeah, I got a couple of games. Those are beat though.
Who cares?
I sold mine, man.
They're awesome.
I miss mine. I should have kept mine. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And I sold and rebought. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I hate that.
Yeah.
Should have kept mine. All right, what do we got?
The exact stuff your little 8-year-old hands was playing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Stupid, you know? What are you gonna do, man? That shit happens. It's like that Kobe card. All right, I gotta find where I was. Yeah, I can't even. Let's see. You guys collect any manga? Yes, Daniel. Indeed. I'm gonna build a house out of cardboard. In a manner of speaking, yes. A house of cards, would one say? Yes. It's hitting his daily fiber cap. That's drip hitting his fiber. Magic Nation, what up, bro? How you doing? I make sculptures with cardboard and plaster. Now he's doing freaking, what's that called? Paper mache?
Paper mache with the magic. Nice.
I can't wait for the new Lord of the Rings set. Indeed. Wayne Cox, hashtag boycott MTG 30th anniversary, right? I'm going to do a video.
Strong hashtag.
Yeah, it's a freaking long hashtag, too. I'm going to do a video on that for Monday before it comes out. Like, just it's not worth your time. And it's not
just straight boycott it.
It's not worth, like...
Should we buy one and light it on fire and put it on YouTube?
But still, then you're buying it, man. You know, that's the problem. I
thought about that.
That was the idea.
I had a lot of time in the car this weekend driving around. I'm like,
dude,
should we just buy one and light it on fire?
I said that to Bob at the 30th. I'm like, what if I buy it, rip it, and just rip in half the rare?
No matter
like,
what
right away. It doesn't matter.
Rip.
Yeah. But it's like, again, it's like, what a total waste. You know? It's so ridiculous.
People pay more than that for certain marketing for it. You might get
Yeah.
a lot of
Right.
good marketing out of it.
Right, true. I make some sculptures with my mind since it played Dirty Blue. There you go. Let's break the algorithm. What's Paul's channel called? I'll follow him. It's at the top.
Centerpiece,
it's Centerpiece
Collectibles. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate any of you guys jump over there. I appreciate
yes,
it.
exactly. Hashtag boycott spelling.
Spelling.
Spell check is a traitor.
What is spell check?
Yeah, it's such bullshit sometimes. You go duck that, you know? Like, it's always with the duck. I think part of the TCG boom, people more willing to part from MTG. Yeah, I mean, look at the cryptic,
100%.
cryptic thing that I'm doing right now, you know?
People are looking for new stuff to get into.
It's the moment for a game to pop up like that, really.
Yep.
Just how I want to bounce. Spoiled for choices. Damn you, Wizards, damn you. Yes, I get it, Coach, I get it. Complaining about the good things in life, right? I'll do a virtual tour too. No, metal, rock shirts, and wrestling merch. That's all good stuff, though, Stefan.
I know guys who are big into all the rock shirts and wrestling shirts and old merch. And
oh, Casey is asking about Berserk, Naoki Urasawa. Yeah, MTG mangas. I don't have Berserk, you're right. Honestly, I've had Berserk before. I don't know why I don't have the full series. Maybe I just didn't have time to... You know, you don't have time to get into every series all the time. It might have just been one of those that kind of slipped through my fingers, you know what I mean? MTG mangoes. I know, okay? Evening all is like, hello, Johnny Exert. I don't know how to say that.
No, I'm afraid I just blew myself.
There's got to be a better way to say that.
Yes. These clips allow me a second to take a sip and take a poke.
Sapporo goes down nice. I haven't had Sapporo in
Yeah,
a while.
man. It's a good freaking, like, have it with dinner type of beer.
Yeah.
It really is, like,
Yeah, it's
I
good,
love
good
it with
clean
dinner.
beer.
Yeah.
So you gotta do the Metroid power up sound effect when you hang up the Dominaria box.
And I have, what's it called? The freaking Infinity ones.
Nice.
My ADD is annoying me. Hey, what are you gonna do there?
Welcome to the
Drip?
club.
Yeah, I know. Like, I come down here to do something, and
If you're into cardboard, you have some touch of ADD. So
yeah, right.
we all have it.
You should have seen me painting the floor the other day at work because it's got to get done. It's like we own the place, so you got to do shit like that, you know. But like, I'm like this patch and like that area and another patch over here, and then I moved on to something else, you know. It's
Oh, dude, I'm the same way. I walk in a
It's so
room and I forget why I
ridiculous.
even walked in there. It's
Oh
horrible.
God, yeah. You know what they say with that
What
when
is
you
that?
walk into a room and you forget like
I
what
do
am
it
I-
every day.
Okay, they say to go back through the doorway.
Okay.
Because the doorway is like a mental trigger type thing. So they
Ah.
say going back through it kind of like brings you back into the state of mind before you're in
That's
the room.
kind of funny. You know what I've done now with my
What?
phone? Because how many times do you ever open your phone and you go to do something and you forgot what you were doing, or you open a new window? So what I started doing
Yeah.
is I'll hit the last app I looked at and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what I was going to do.
I gotta do like I've had to take notes now and stuff, and then I start ignoring the notes or like
Telling
moving
you,
and
open
skipping
your
notes.
last app window. You'll be like, oh yeah, that's what I looked at. I was
It's
going
so
to do
bad.
This.
It's so bad. It's freaking
So easy to forget. It's so easy to forget. Stupid, forgetful Michael.
That's so
Oh
funny.
yeah, we're talking about that clip
So
by the way.
funny.
It's what are they freaking called? Not Quaaludes. You give it to freaking roofies.
Oh, roofies,
Freaking
yeah.
Job roofied out Michael. That's what that freaking clip is.
Hell
It's
yeah.
Stupid
That's a funny
forgetful
show.
Michael. I love that show. Oh my god. We're out of bubblegum. Yes, indeed, Casey. You know it's all about kicking that
Start
ass.
punching.
Art is a painting. Casey, I don't know what you mean by that, but I guess so. Paintings
Let's
can
go
be
with it.
art. Indeed. Indeed. It's all good. It's a play on exert. Exert. Oh, Johnny Exert. I see it now. Exert. Exert.
Keep
There
up
it
here.
is.
Keep up here. Come on.
All right. So yeah, man. Tonight I know DJ has some stuff, so I didn't want to go into his time. Bob, I don't know if you're still there. Are you guys going live? Let me know, because I didn't want to step on you guys either. This was random. You know, you were coming over, so I'm like, let's do this and film. Like, usually I like to at least give it a few hours so people know.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, well, you gotta experience it. And you really should be doing it. It lets you talk to the audience. And
I like how you guys all interact here. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The interaction is the best. If you have any questions for Paul, like, I don't know, you're into sports cards or MetaZoo or stuff like that, now's the time to ask. You know?
Go ahead,
like,
fire away.
That's what I'm saying.
I try and be into everything. So
he has more of a broad knowledge base than I do, you know? Like, I'm Magic cards. He's cardboard.
Sports card world right now, seeing the same thing in Magic. Just so many products, so many things coming out, so many different rookie cards. It's just overwhelming.
The pullback, is it comparable to Magic cards, or is it comparable to graded video games, which are taking a ridiculous?
I think it's probably more comparable to Magic cards.
Yeah,
the video games was a lot more artificially pumped.
Exactly, I mean, that's more of a bubble.
Yeah, and I've done a couple videos clips on video games with like inexpensive stuff just because I think it's cool. I never thought these things were like investments or anything, but you know, if you were paying $6 figures for like original Mario and Duck Hunt and shit, you're getting wiped out right now.
Yeah, like you're just losing all of the 6-figure part, and you're getting like the little part.
That was an artificial pump.
That's so ridiculous.
We saw it on the sports card side too, with like Formula 1 cards, F1 cards went crazy, even Marvel cards. Like
I remember
PMGs
that.
And all that
but
stuff.
Was that artificial, or was that people just being stupid?
It was artificial. It was way too high.
But who was being pushed by?
A handful of influencers were paying like near 6 figures for some of the PMGs and stuff, and now they're all the way back down to $8,000. When it was 90, so they've lost 90% of their value.
So that's interesting. I didn't know who was pushing it.
And I made the point, like Marvel guys, like if anyone's spending that much money on Marvel stuff, they're gonna just want the comic book, right? They'll just go buy a high grade first.
I totally agree. It doesn't make sense.
You're spending $80,000 on something just
on a card that honors the freaking comic book
that was printed in 2013. No, give me the original print.
The logic on some of that stuff.
So that's what happened with that, and that's why it's all come down. But yeah, I would say the pullback is more akin to the Magic, not the video game collapse. But
interesting. So coming up soon, I think we're gonna see a lot more stuff that's like the sports card world. I mean, clearly. Like, I don't know if we're going to see redemptions, but, you're going to see
pray that you don't see redemptions, because they do not work well. They're horrible.
Doesn't it destroy the sealed value in the long term?
Even outside of that, they just don't work well, where, like, when you send in your redemptions, it takes a long time.
Oh,
sometimes they can't print it.
Half a year.
Dude, people are waiting for years on sports card autographs and things, because they can't get the guys to sign it, which you won't have in Magic, maybe, unless you're waiting for artist autographs. But a lot can go wrong with the redemptions. I hope they don't go that route, but you're right. I think they're going to have different levels of serial numbers. Right now we have a 500.
Freaking rainbow.
Brothers War, you have 500, but you're going to have a 500. You're going to have a 100. You're going to have a 50. You're going to have a 25.
Look, man, if they wanted to do something crazy, they'd make a freaking a mechanically unique card numbered to 10,000.
People would
hate that,
what I mean?
People
would hate that.
But you know how crazy people would go over that? And that's like a new reserve list, you know what I mean? If they started doing something like that, that's like a kind of like an acceptable execution in the long run. It
does make sense. Yeah. So something else I thought about recently, we saw this new printing technology over the last year, right? We saw neon ink and Kamigawa.
Oh, yes.
We saw,
engineering
we've seen shattered
silly.
glass, stained glass, textured foil. What if all those printings come into one set and they're all different serial numbers?
God.
They have all, I mean, doesn't it make sense?
At that moment, it will just be like...
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
And what the fuck would we do now? And when that happens, that would be so ridiculous.
But when you think they've experimented with all these different technologies, right? And they might come out.
I know.
Say,
every set is an experiment. It's ridiculous. Okay, what do we got to catch up with here? All right. Bring back Festering Wound as a commanding staple. Why not? Hell, if you all go live, I'll go. Jurgen, you going live too? Why not, man? Everybody's going live today. Knowledge is power, indeed. I'm just starting to grade PSA Black Magic S. For
what are you
Magic
grading?
cards,
what
Magic card, right? Black Magic. I'm sure it's Magic cards.
So hard.
I know.
It's so hard. So fundamentally, I would not grade with BGS right now. I mean, it is the stuff I'm seeing out there. Someone I just saw on Facebook, they did a post. They just sent in, like, I think it was 40-something alpha cards, and 28 of them came back as inked, and there was 0 inking. Like, they just, and, like, some of the biggest reputable dealers are in the
Somebody
thread.
from my Patreon.
They're saying nobody, Beckett has no one who knows Magic cards right now.
He did a Mox Diamond and a Ren and 6 textured
Okay.
that he pulled.
Okay.
Both of them were altered. Like, I guess a
Ren and
Mox
6 texture is a
Diamond.
brand new product.
Exactly.
It's 2 months old.
It's like, I guess Mox Diamond also, but it's not traditionally the type of card that was. You know what I mean?
People are
So
saying
it's like,
Beckett does not have
it's
Magic the Gathering people right now.
ridiculous.
So Black Magic, to answer your question, like, I would not be afraid to try CGC. They've got
I'm
the
personally
subgrades.
holding and hoping that things change with.
They have subgrades.
Beckett.
Their slabs are fantastic. They're clear. If you want to reach out to me, I could help you grade any of this stuff. And I would do PSA, but the stuff with PSA has to be super clean. I mean, as much as people like subgrades and they want to knock PSA, PSA does a really nice job. And, you know, it's very difficult to get a PSA 10 on these cards. So, yeah.
All right, let's see. Yeah, it's just not a good place for BGS right now.
No, they're in a bad spot.
Oh, DJ, how you doing, bro? What up?
BGS is sinking ship.
Wax. All right, hit that like, guys. Yes, an in-house guest. This is Paul from Centerpiece Collectibles.
What's up, guys? Go check out my channel,
Yes,
too, please.
give him a sub. At the top is a pinned video from his channel.
Which video did you pin?
I do not know the first one that popped up. I hope it was a good one.
Probably the latest one I did.
I don't
Madden
know
football
which
or
ones.
something. It's
I
all
think
good.
it was a video game,
It's all
actually.
good. Just
I
keep
need to
feeding me
take care of
Sapporos,
the
I'm
old
happy.
reserve list first. Yeah,
That went out the window.
But you know,
That's gone.
Imagine like things don't work out with the 30th, and the backlash gets so deep. And imagine that they have to expand the reserve list. That would be the greatest, most ironic
imagine?
result of this thing.
Wow.
But you know what? It would solidify the situation again. People would be like, "Oh, okay, status quo. I get it. You know what I mean?"
You almost wish you could just fast forward 2 days and see what the hell's going to happen.
Oh, God. Every day it's something new. It really is. Okay, here you go. What is your opinion about the older Marvel Star Wars comics? I own some, mainly the ESB movie blocks 39 to 44. Wonder if they're worth hanging on to.
I love them, and I would hang on to them. I have a lot myself, but yeah. And stuff, you look at stuff like that, and it's just not expensive, right? So, like, what's the downside? That's what I always think about. What is the downside risk for holding something like that? And it's like almost nothing, you know?
Yeah.
If it's stuff you and I
Especially if
think
you
are
already
cool,
have it too, like you're
Right,
not going after it. And
look
you
how
already got
look
it.
how these hobbies go, right? What becomes worth money? Stuff we think is cool, right? So, like, if you
I
think
say
it's
that
cool,
all the time. Go with your fucking gut, man.
Right.
Because if you think it's cool, other people
someone
think
else
it's
is
cool.
going to think it's cool. And,
Yeah,
you
man.
know,
It's definitely the way to go.
yeah, I think good hold on that stuff. Even like when the Dune movie came out, I read Dune and I love the story and the books and everything. Like I
Yeah.
went and bought all the original comics just because I think they're awesome.
Yeah,
you know, like, it's cool
no, I
artwork
gotcha.
and,
I feel
you know,
you
again,
on
it's not a big investment. You're not spending a lot, but something you think is cool.
Yeah,
you know,
no doubt. Okay. We already have trust issues. What are you talking about? Black magic. I already have trust issues. All right.
Oh, like grading.
Bert, I hope everything is okay, bro. This guy was
It is okay.
walling out on the
okay.
live stream last night. As long as you trust
Did you
me.
go live last night? Or something?
Oh, I did.
Did you?
I
I missed
did.
it.
He was having a night. Just I hope you're having a good night tonight. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, right. Boy, that's a pair. Yes, Paul Plants. We were talking about you before. We're like,
yeah,
you know.
is he in here?
Yeah, he's here.
What's up, Paul?
Yeah, we were saying how we got a good community, and
Paul's
somebody
a good dude.
that's back and forth is Paul Plants.
Paul's a great dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. You
Him
know?
and I have actually done a couple private deals off the videos, like just from
Oh, really?
stuff I was showing, and he was interested. and
No
we did a
doubt.
couple
Yeah,
deals.
yeah.
Just-
Paul was interactive, man.
Yeah.
He's really active when it comes to being part of the community,
Yeah.
and we really do appreciate
Very
that.
good
Paul.
guy to deal with.
Yeah. All right, driver. Cool. I believe about the ESB comic issues because, well, it's the best ESB comic issues.
ESB.
I don't
feel
know.
like I
He's
should know what that
talking
is.
about it from the
It's been feeding me
comics.
Sapporos now. My brain's working slower.
From the Star
Oh,
Wars.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
So what's he saying?
Okay. Empire Strikes Back. Gotcha.
What's he saying about
I
ESB?
mainly bought the ESB comic issues because, well, it's the best Star Wars film of them all. I don't
Yeah,
blame you. That's a
yeah.
freaking
Dude,
Yeah.
Dude, that's I've been buying the graded video games of Star Wars and ESV specifically. I just again because I think it's awesome. You know, it's not expensive and you just stick it on the shelf and it looks great. So yeah, I agree with buying them in comics too.
I like that idea of buying stuff that looks good on a shelf that you like.
You and I think the same.
Like, it's like it wasn't something I thought of for the longest time, but when I thought of it, I freaking was like, you know, kind of very focused on it.
Yep.
I just wish there was more blisters that I could get. Like I have Dissension down there, but it's a sealed case of blisters. I'm not
you don't
gonna
wanna cut
open
that open.
you
No.
know, like that's crazy.
No.
But I want it up here so bad. I don't have it. I like that one, the full block.
Yeah, that's
one.
sweet.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, man. The blisters are fun because
How many blocks did they do that for?
I don't even know, man. Like blisters.
I've actually never seen that.
That's what I'm saying. Blisters are so weird and like strange products, and a lot of them were one-offs. You know,
Like, do they have that for like the Onslaught block? You know,
that would
like-
be sick.
I know.
That would be so sick. But no, I doubt it. This is like these are the old ones, the old cards. That went all the way back to before. You know, you can tell the evolution of the packaging
Vintage
too.
blisters are
They
awesome.
got smaller and they rounded it. You
Yep.
know, like it's pretty interesting. I got the whole Zendikar.
All the way down,
block.
then here you go.
Yeah, the giant ones. This is crazy how this happened
Yep.
because that's all based on thievery.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
they had to keep
that's
up in the
ridiculous.
ante.
You know that inside of here, I believe, are these jammed in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I opened any.
And
Zendikar.
I think there are core 21s in these
That's
also
crazy.
as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think you can find them both. That's the era when they went back and forth. I was buying them clearly.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I remember looking at the packaging. Actually, this isn't the proper packaging for this.
I know
They're
those.
supposed to be in the huge freaking
Yep.
square. And
Those, I think.
Strixhaven came in it too.
Then these came in bigger boxes, the bigger white
Yeah,
box.
that's what I'm
You
saying.
open
The
that up and then
giant
it's-
square,
yeah,
and it had that
exactly.
sitting in there. And I think
Yeah.
Strixhaven came like that too. Like you could get it like that, but it was both like this.
Poor
and like that.
Strixhaven. What a horrible saying.
Oh my god. Well, you know, I like the alternate art, but it's what did they do to the mystical archives,
Dude,
The same thing that Brothers
so
War is doing
bad.
to these artifacts,
So
man. Just
bad.
pounding it into the ground. 3 in a pack is not how you do something.
Poor Strixhaven.
Who wants something that's these are common?
We had such high hopes too when that was coming out. We're like, man, this artwork's awesome.
I
Look
thought
at
it was gonna
this."
be. It was supposed to be
Demonic
Harry Potter.
Tutor,
It was
I know.
supposed to be Harry Potter.
I know.
That would have been big.
I know.
I thought it was gonna be too. Like
Yeah.
that was the original plan. Shit happened though.
Yep.
You know. So.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Yes, bro. Just like MTG and this downturn hold all Star Wars. If a certain person gets alone on Star Wars, will jump along, except New Disney. Oh, Prime 406. How you doing? He came in like a wrecking ball, this guy.
Like a wrecking ball.
They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking
This
smile
one-
on my face. Ear to ear, baby.
Boiler
This
Room's
is
awesome.
Boiler Room. Ben
Yeah.
Affleck giving the speech. He's like,
That's a great
if
movie.
someone doesn't tell you the money doesn't make you happy, look at the fucking smile on his face. Stupid quote, but it's funny as hell. Oh, DJ coming in too. Where do we got? What do we got? Star Wars. I think I was just getting into it.
Dude,
Yes,
people love Star
Hold
Wars,
all
dude.
Star Wars. A certain person gets
Dude,
gone.
I think so
also.
much upside in
Oh,
Star
he's
Wars.
talking about Harrison Ford. Like if he dies,
Oh,
like yeah, it'll
okay.
go up. I think so. Yeah, you're kind of right. Seems like the first 4 issues, which cover most of the first Star Wars movie, were worth the most loot. I don't know. I don't know about those
Dude, I
comics.
love
That's
Star Wars
interesting.
talk. Dude, there's so much upside with Star Wars, and you know why too? Because like guys like our parents, your and I parents are watching them in the late '70s, right? You and I watched them all through the '80s and '90s. My kids are now watching.
I know.
them, you know, like
It's one of those
it has such a
persistent
long
franchises.
trajectory, man.
Yeah,
It
but
just-
see, and that's why I think it's even better franchise than say Pokemon. Because,
and Marvel, frankly.
Yeah, well, because Pokemon is just like it's aimed at kids. I mean, yes, it's generations of kids in a row.
You're right. It's pointed more at kids.
But
yeah.
like as people get older, it's like, but Star Wars, you could be in it the whole
Dude,
time.
my
and
kids who
love
are
it.
5
Yeah,
and
that's
7
what
and
I'm
8,
saying.
they know all the original characters.
I was
Princess
watching the
Leia, Han
Ewoks,
Solo.
man.
Dude,
You
they
know?
know all of them. You know, there's a long trajectory
What
for
was
Star
the
Wars.
name of that freaking movie with the Ewoks, man?
That was Return of the Jedi.
No. There was like an Andor movie, like from TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like all up in the Ewok
Yes.
place. I
Yes.
don't remember. It had like little kids in it
I
and
can't
stuff
think
like
of it
that.
either.
I don't remember that, but I remember watching that as a kid. That's some weird Star Wars.
That
shit.
is. There's a lot of weird Star Wars stuff out there.
I stupidly sold my Lego 54 Millennium Falcon because I was tired of lugging it around
Oh
and
my God.
possibly
That's
dinging
so
the corners.
awesome.
It's true though.
Oh.
Like boxes, that's tough.
My brother and I were sending each other Lego sets this afternoon on eBay. Looking at all our old
Casey,
sets.
what are you talking about? Jamming it in where? Oh, lordy.
We need more Sapporos for that.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, Star Trek. Okay. Maybe Casey wants to talk about Star Trek.
I don't know much about Star Trek. Definitely more on Star Wars.
Look, man, the new movies were great. But I think, like we were just talking about how Star Wars, you watch it when you're a kid and an adult. I think Star Trek applies to, appeals to the deep brain a little bit
Agreed.
more,
100%.
and so you got to be a little bit older to get into that.
Yes.
I think that has
Not as much for kids.
and that's like a problem for IPs. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like you have to span that gap.
Definitely older. Yeah.
Like being able to watch it with your kids is great. Star Wars, that's awesome. Reading used to be popular back in the day. Casey, I love to read all the time. What can I say? I know it's bad. It's bad. Smartphones happen, and yeah, I'm even guilty of that too, Casey, because I read stuff on my smartphone. So yeah,
We're all guilty of it.
Yeah, and I have all these books over here, old school Heinlein paperbacks and stuff like that, and all these original fantasy novels like Ender's Game and Sci-fi, but I don't read the actual books because I don't know, they fall apart. I can't just pick it up in bed when it's dark and read it. You know what I mean? Like that's probably the biggest problem.
That was always my thing too, and with glasses, I wear glasses, so laying in bed was always annoying to read with the glasses and falling asleep. And
I don't
just making excuses.
Yeah, right. All right. Magecraft mechanic was a good thing from Strixhaven. Really? I need to look into it more. I haven't been into mechanics in a set in a while. The past year, I haven't given year and a half, maybe even. I haven't given a shit because how can you? I can't stay up on it and by
the time you get up on it, new sets coming out and yeah.
I know, and I don't have time to currently play, so it's I can't sit there and dwell on all the possible interactions, as much as I would like to. Shit, I would love to have the time to be able to play and get into it. I really would. But it's just not possible right now.
Yeah.
No way, All right. He meant a certain person in charge of Star Wars. Maybe it'll get better, right? Andor was pretty good in comparison to the other modern Disney Star Wars. The Ewok movies.
I've got to finish Andor. Andor is fantastic from what I've heard. I've got to finish it.
The new series,
Star Wars.
right?
Yeah. They're doing really cool
The
things.
Star Wars Holiday Special. I haven't seen that. That's new, right?
Yeah.
Another Indiana Jones movie. I heard that too.
Oh, I haven't heard that, really?
More woke type plot twisting. Oh, bro,
Perfect.
don't do that to Indiana Jones.
It's coming for everything. Nothing is
It's coming for your soul.
right.
It hurts.
Nothing's immune.
God, Indiana Jones too. Do you know how many freaking series recently
Oh, yeah.
Wheel of Time on Amazon was such a disappointment for me.
I can only imagine. I wouldn't even watch it.
I read those books for 20 years as they were coming out, man.
No, I knew better.
Oh my God.
I wasn't going to torture myself.
I literally waited for those books to come out as a teenage kid, you know what I mean? I don't want to think about that. Freaking Indiana Jones, I've been watching that since I was a freaking...
Yeah. Yep. Classic. You just hear that music and get goosebumps,
Yeah,
Yep.
man. Freaking in Spain. Oh, this was great. Actually, my wife surprised me with this. She found a tour guide who was... The whole theme was like an Indiana Jones theme as he took you around the city and
That's
stuff.
cool.
So it was cracked out. He had a whip. He's cracking it behind tourists and shit, and
That's
then jumping.
awesome.
It's freaking great. It was silly as hell, but it was awesome in the best possible way. He's playing the music as he's pushing around his cart full of shit that he had props. It was freaking
What a
great.
fun niche.
Yeah, that was freaking.
Imagine that's his life every day.
That's what I'm saying. It was so weird, but
He
awesome.
actually thinks he is Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he was my dad's freaking notebook he showed us because it's Henry Jones's notebook,
Henry Jones.
The best Star Wars I have is by Vital Jawas, but I do have a theater marquee picture for the lobby from Empires.
That's
Whoa, that's sick. I
That's
love
awesome.
that because that's like
That's
this
awesome.
this shit hanging up there. It's something you can't.
Stuff that got thrown in the garbage. No one thought about keeping it.
Stuff that you totally can't have. You
Yeah.
know. Oh man. Let's see. Man talking Ewoks. You know it's super fast. Oh man, that's funny.
We hit all topics here.
At least they respected Spock, but recently, nope. Oh crap. Yeah, true. DJ.
They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face. Ear to ear, baby.
Crazy Days has it. Battle for Endor. Yes, that's the movie.
Battle for Endor.
Right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
freaking
Yeah,
old
yeah,
school
yeah.
one. Yeah, Paul Plants. That's awesome. A marquee. That's freaking sick.
What'd Paul say?
No, Cosmic Seeds is saying that the freaking standee
Oh, gotcha.
is a sick thing.
Gotcha, yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, DJ. The Indiana Jones will be worse than Crystal Skull. I can totally see it, and I am totally disappointed by it.
Yo.
Oh, no. 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 No, no.
We're just talking about the clips again.
Yeah.
It is so much fun, but you know what you realize, okay? Like, some are more useful than others.
Sure, yeah.
And like the shorter ones like that where it's just like no. You know, like you can insert that all the time.
Right.
It makes sense. But like Stupid Forgetful Michael, you
Longer
know,
one,
that's yeah, exactly. Longer and it's more niche,
More
like you
specific.
rarely use it. Yeah. So over time there's going to be
You're gonna pare them down to a lot of quick ones.
yeah, and I have to have more, you know, but different ones.
You need a bigger deck than this, you think?
There are no bigger ones.
No.
But like half of them have to go at this point.
Okay.
Because I barely use them. You know what I mean? And if
Yeah.
I use it, it's sometimes like stretching it. You know,
Gotcha.
like so you got to think about that too. It should slide in naturally. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the conversation just keeps on going.
Slide it in naturally.
She got a great ass.
You know?
And you got your head all the way up it.
Freaking Al Pacino, man. All right. The point is to not buy it. I don't know what you're talking about. Buy in there, Mr. Wayne. Let me know. DJ, check your phone. I read almost all pre-Disney books. Oh, for Star Trek? No, Star Wars.
Star Wars,
That's
yeah.
sick, man.
That's a lot of books.
I read all of Idlin's books.
Did you?
Even what I couldn't find there, I read, you know.
I never read
digitally.
any of those. Good stories.
Starship Troopers, right?
Yeah.
So that's like a Beverly Hills 90210 version of the original.
Oh, okay.
And the original is pretty hardcore. And actually, I believe it's the first mention of exoskeletons ever. Like, he was ahead of his times in sci-fi.
That's
like,
pretty cool.
He actually described radar cloaking before there was radar cloaking.
Wow.
So, you know, stuff like that. He was like a PhD in like physics and math, but he was also like I think Air Force pilot or some shit. So he had these weird, and then he's a sci-fi writer.
I'll have to check that out.
So yeah, it's very
that's cool.
interesting. Like the tech and stuff in there, it's like, oh, I could see that working. Like it's kind of like he's got some good ideas.
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's practical, like sci-fi almost.
Cool.
Practical sci-fi. That's weird to say, right? But that's more, you know, Star Trek versus Star Wars.
Sure.
Star Wars is science fantasy.
Fantasy versus practical.
Science fiction,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Like, it's totally different. Whoever did Andor must have read all the old books. Oh, really? They really did it good? That's awesome.
Andor was supposed to be fantastic. I haven't finished it yet, but yeah.
DJ.
Oh, no. 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 No.
Yeah, so a chick to take over as Indiana Jones? Well, why though?
He's saying he wants a chick to take
No,
over.
that's what he
That's
thinks.
what's gonna. Yeah, probably. It looks like it's coming for James Bond too. You know,
God help us all. Oh, my
man
God.
cannot have anything anymore. You had it for so long. We're taking everything away.
Adam, this is a good one. I need to go back and watch Star Trek because as a kid, it just felt like a group of people arguing on a ship.
Yeah. Pretty much sums it up.
I can see that. It's true. Oh, by the way, I meant to show you. Check this out. This is the foils from Cryptic. These are the Kickstarter ones, so be careful, but check it out. Not curling.
Yeah, look at that. No curling.
They don't need to curl, right? You know, like if you put a little bit of attention to it, it's like, there you go. A card without freaking curling.
Foils look so nice.
Right?
Nice
they look
technology.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Dune books are amazing too. Yeah, I read a couple of them, Stefan.
I read all the Dune books. They're awesome.
Sorcery is going to be amazing. I can't wait to get my boxes. It looks pretty good. I can't wait to get my hands on it too. I really like this Kickstarter product to see stuff from the beginning, you know? That's why I like this kit that I've been able to offer.
Am I the only one that doesn't like the Sorcery Kickstarter updates that we get?
I feel like they're few, far between, kind of like an FU.
I don't even mind the timing. It seems juvenile. Like, I don't know.
I think it's offhanded.
The way things are worded, and it seems offhanded. It almost seems not like a shady salesman, but I don't like how they word things, and it's almost
like they're doing us a favor.
It's almost like cryptic, you know, the other cryptic word, but it's almost like cryptic, and you don't feel like you're getting a solid update. I don't like Sorcery's updates, but
I understand. I feel like it's like you said, juvenile, and like I was saying, like it's just the terms that they're used, how few and far between, and like what they're updating you on. It just feels.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about the content or like the actual.
It feels almost passive aggressive.
It does almost, yeah.
It's weird.
It's like immature.
And like how like not often it comes out too, and like what they say when they drop it, it's strange. It's weirdly managed. Tanner did so much better with the updates.
100% agreed. Very professional.
As often as possible, well written. You know, with real freaking updates. None of the delay. Well, okay, he had a delay or two, but he still brought it back around. Even
I don't mind
quicker.
delays if you're communicating.
And his delay wasn't that bad. It was like a week or two. It was some dumb shit like that.
And again, I'm not knocking anyone's communication style, but if it's not your forte, hire someone else to write it.
I'm saying,
hire someone to write it.
Especially when you got 4.4 million, you know, because Rudy pumped your shit.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
that's some bullshit.
Again, it's not even the timing; it's just the way they word the updates. I'm like, dude,
totally.
They need to hire someone to write those.
Yeah, man. It's going to be. Well, he already had a son from the last movie, true, Shia LaBeouf, but you know, Shia LaBeouf isn't appropriate for our woke world right now. This guy fucked up
maybe he'll turn
a little
into a daughter.
bit much, right? Super fast. At Dualbrain, how can you own a shop and sell MTG and not know mechanics? How do you upsell new product without standard knowledge? Super fast. I don't have a shop.
It just looks like a shop here, but he doesn't own a shop.
Yeah, man, no shop. But yeah, you're right about that, Stefan. Crack sells.
Crack sells. Yeah,
exactly. That's how easy it is.
Give me that crack.
I mean, that's why you know the 30th edition product is gonna sell out.
Oh yeah.
You know, we got some addicts out there with deep pockets who don't care.
It's gonna be a lot of different reasons. It's gonna be deep pockets of guys who just want to hold it. It's gonna be guys like you and I with small channels who are trying to do it just for some views.
Yeah, I mean, the backlash that they're gonna get isn't gonna be worth it.
And there's gonna be some people just doing it just to do it, you know, and it is gonna sell out. So,
you know,
I think they're gonna make it look like it sells out, even if it doesn't. I think they're gonna pull it and just let them sit in the warehouse.
I could see that, but I don't know. Maybe even just for justification for making more. You know, but I don't know.
Their cost basis on it is so low that they can afford to do it.
It's some time. it's a bad time. Yes, Game Over Man is the best one. Stand in the Fight says, thank you. I too. I love it. Dita Clipperton says, no, from the Family Guy.
No.
Yeah, right. No.
Family Guy has so many good clips.
No.
You could have a whole deck just with Family Guy quotes.
Yeah. Would love to have you all on and not talk. Oh, DJ wants to talk about other stuff. I got you, DJ. I understand. This guy throws the round table every Thursday night.
Okay.
But he has on different people.
Okay.
So for him, it's always focused on Magic because all the new people are talking about Magic, right? Mm-hmm. But for him, it's Magic. I can see him never getting a chance to bullshit about like Ewoks.
What's he saying? He wants me to come on his?
He wants to talk and like talk about freaking.
Yeah, send me a message.
The non-MTG, right?
Yeah, send me a message. I love talking about everything.
An old WotC thing. The Expanse was really good, DJ. You read that or did you watch that? I'm curious because I know they did the series and it was okay. I wasn't angry at it, but I wasn't happy with it either. You know, like
I didn't watch that.
But it's good books. Good books. Actually, this one that I read, the 3 body problem. That's really good. The scope of it is massive, like the scale of the time and the space that they're dealing with, you know. Man, a chick on Indiana Jones.
People are still on that.
That sucks. Well, it's a delay thing.
Little delay,
because it's like, you know, and then I'm slow to catch up on the. Yo, I'm back. Hello, Drip. Hello. Casey said hi back. Why did you time me out? Bert, you need to calm down on comments, but, like, you know, we understand being lonely and drinking isn't a good combo, being in a bad place in your life, bro. But you don't take it out here on a live stream, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only reason why people time you out and stuff. Like, it happens, but yeah, we're just chilling.
We love you no matter what.
Yeah, man. Let's end the year on a high note. Drip says, "Happy holidays." Yes, that's a good one. I like that too.
Positivity. I like that.
Indeed, yes. And hit the like while you're out there, and check out. Oh, I never configured this out. See, I'm pointing to you, actually to you, but I need to point over here to point to you.
Gotcha.
You know, and I hate that.
Gotcha.
I hate it. It messes me up every freaking time, man.
That's funny.
Like when I'm doing this, I'm pointing at the wall. When I'm doing this, I'm pointing at Paul. Look, look, see, this.
I'm sitting Ed's left over here.
You know, like my brain, like the halves are warring with each other when I'm doing this. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh, DJ, watch it. Okay, yeah, it was decent. Duel, are you going to do sorcery box openings on your channel? Wayne says. You know, I kind of want to, but the problem is I only ordered 1 box.
I probably will be. I'll do sorcery openings. I ordered a lot.
Man, yeah.
I kind of went heavy on sorcery.
Really?
I think I have 24 booster boxes coming in.
Whoa.
Something like that. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah. So hey, Wayne, definitely give Paul
go check out my channel.
He's gonna be opening some sorcery boxes if I can't. You know.
Yeah, I think I got 24 booster boxes. I went heavy. It seemed like a cool concept, and it seemed like, you know, a good game, and it had a lot of all the right backers, and people were excited for it, so I went heavy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all the right backers. The Rudy push is not a small thing,
right?
You know, like.
Yep.
I mean, basically, it's like Cryptic, but with a Rudy push. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yep.
I think Cryptic would have done just as well.
And I like that. It was Sorcery, right? There's been so many new games. So I think Sorcery's just doing 1 set a year, right?
I think they're...
To start, at least?
Yeah, like, that's what they're claiming.
Yeah. We'll see if they hold to
But
it.
look what they've held to so far.
That's true.
That's
true.
Fucking guys. So, like,
it got me in the beginning, so...
I know. There was a lot of good talk.
I was like, all right, 1 expansion a year. That's cool.
Yeah. I agree. How cool is it that the new 30th? Oh man, unfortunate collector. This guy. How cool is it that new 30th anniversary edition? Right, can't wait to buy some. Oh bro.
You're trying to get under Ed's skin.
Yeah.
Oh, no. 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 No, no.
Ed, are you close to the 4,000 hours? All need to keep watching videos, bro. I am so far beyond 4,000. I'm like 40,000 hours at this point. You don't need to watch for time. If that's what you're doing for support, why, thank you. Tip of the cap.
Please go watch some of mine. I'm trying to get to 4,000, and I'm not there yet. I'm only at like 1,500.
You're doing all right. You're close to the number that you need to be.
Am
but
I?
You need to get it a little higher.
Yeah.
You need to maintain about the percentage.
I took too many breaks in the beginning.
So,
I took a couple breaks where I wasn't putting out videos.
But you need to have a few longer videos, and live streams help with time.
Okay.
Okay. So for example, you're at what 3? What's your subs?
Subs, I'm 400-ish.
Wow, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 400.
400. So you'd need 1,600. That's 40%, right?
So I'm right about there.
4,000. Yeah. So there you go.
I think I'm kind of going in tandem.
You want to keep it a little bit above, though. The hours is a little bit harder to get than
have to do some longer vids.
Subscribers. You know, like people, it's counterintuitive, but the hours is definitely a little bit harder to get.
Yeah, but I appreciate any help from you guys, subs and watch hours. So check it out.
Live streams.
I respond to everything too. I try and respond to all comments, and you know, like I said, I've had folks reach out to me directly, and I'm always happy to chat. So definitely go check it out.
Live streams and what else? Freaking flea market videos.
Dude, your flea market videos are awesome. I don't even you're editing with those things, and you show so many different cool things. I love how you do those.
I really try to
You do a great job.
Get there, and like I like to show weird stuff though, you know, and that's why I
you do a great job.
That's what I like doing at the freaking flea market. Okay.
You do a great job.
Somebody asked for your channel link. I'm gonna put your channel link instead of a video link because I had a moment to look it up.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
I'm gonna replace the pinned message. That is Paul's channel link. Okay. Oh, Paul sent me an email. Let me check it out. Let's see what he's got. He's always got something interesting.
He does.
Okay, check this out. Oh, bro.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yo. What the hell, man?
That's incredible. Paul, what's the story with this?
Yeah, like fill me in.
Yeah, I want to hear the story with this.
That's a sick picture. Okay.
You got to describe what it is.
Hold
for
on.
everyone,
No. I can show. This is so
just
this
badass Darth
framed
Vader
freaking Vader artwork. This is sick. Let us know what's going on with this, Paul. Like, I'm very curious.
I want to hear the story with that.
That's cool, man.
Dude, that's why I love just connecting in a community like this, because we all have such unique collections and tastes and different cool things, and it's just awesome.
The show I am talking about is a live show. The Order of the Red-Eyed Knights. Rec. What, DJ? Oh my god. Yes, unfortunate collector. I knew you were effing around, bro. React streams are easy content. You know, Casey, you're kind of right about that, where you're like watching something else like and reacting to it on a live stream. Very easy content.
Yeah.
You know, like
I'm
you
going
can
to
do
share
that too.
Share this link out there. Whoops, sorry about that. My bad.
Post a link for Paul. I will help out. Ed has the help of Booster Pack. Oh my God, Paul! Don't tell me that.
We'll say it again.
Booster Pack guy. He knows. He's been following since the beginning. Paul Plants.
Okay.
So he knows. There's this one freaking guy at the flea market. He has a random booster pack, the blister pack, of it's like a 3-stack of like it's like Journey into Nyx, Magic Origins, and like Magic 2013.
Okay.
It's like okay. I want it. It's a blister.
Okay.
But it's like a third-party one. And it's 3, like, whatever sets.
Yeah.
Dude wanted, like, $250 at first.
Oh, my goodness.
I got him down to 120, but 120 still. I'm like, dude, $60. You know, like,
right,
I'm not going higher than 60.
Cool. Right.
I'm paying double what it's worth at that point, you know, just because it's a blister fucking pack.
Right.
It's such
Wouldn't
an
budge?
idiot. No,
Wow.
he's like the last one went for $250. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. Where did you sell this
Not
for
here.
$250? Get the fuck out of here, this guy. Oh my god. Nice, you got a couple of new subs, Paul. There you go.
Nice. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
That was a birthday present for my sister. She worked for 20th Century Fox. So tell me the story.
Dude, that's awesome.
So sick, man.
That is such a
God.
badass picture of Vader. That's incredible.
Drunk MTG says, I pre-ordered a box of Sorcery, but I'm kind of pissed because it's going to be printed in China. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ooh.
I'm not sure about that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And you know what? I got to give it to Cryptic. Will you pass me
Sure.
one of the
Box?
starters, actually? The boxes, I believe, are Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, see? Right here. But not all of the product is Canada. I'm not sure which product I was... Yeah. No, I know the boxes are Canada as well. I think it might be the one of something in there. You see those booster decks?
Oh, yeah.
I think those might actually be U.S. But the thing that I like is Tanner's based in Vegas. You know, he's not. You don't have to do it from the side there, bro.
I couldn't slide that one. I don't know
Oh,
why.
is it? It's yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, never mind.
It's just rough. It needs to be oiled. That's all.
Got it.
Ah, see, yes, USA. These are made in the. If I can ever figure out how to, line it up there for you guys, product made in the USA. So yeah, that's Cryptic, made in the USA and made in Canada. So I don't know, man. That's another point scorer for Tanner and Cryptic versus Sorcery.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we hit peak paper player base, or do you see it declining from here with increased online action? No, I don't think so. I think paper players will always be around for Magic. That's kind of like the charm of it. You know what I'm saying? So we got. Brody is
so I'm a total
live.
noob at this stuff, but
You
I
know
think
what?
I just shared out a link for your live, like, as a post.
Oh,
to my
okay.
channel. I don't know.
I was gonna say
I don't know if it worked or not. Drop a
probably
comment if you're one of
soon-
my subs. Let me know if that worked. I don't know
We're
if I did it
gonna
right.
be soon filming, but we got a few more minutes. So, give us a few. Anthony C, what
Yeah.
up, bro? New subscriber, welcome. Yes. Yeah. So, final questions. We got a few more minutes for our final freaking phase here. I want to give Brody from Alfonso Investments a chance to get a good live stream going. He's actually, I met him in Vegas, and like he's been a patron for a really long time.
Cool.
Dude is a freaking riot, man.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a character. So like that's what's cool. Go check him out. Got a good live stream. Like he's different,
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, definitely a good channel. I'll link it here afterwards. But yeah, what do we got, guys? Give us the last few questions before we call it, and you guys go hang out with Brody. We'll probably have him on while we in between recording some videos. All right. Let's see. Needs more superior Japanese cardboard. Right, Casey, you are so right. The Japanese cardboard.
Dude, White Schwartz.
The freaking the
incredible.
Japanese prints of Magic cards too. Like
Yes.
starting with Ultimate Masters, where we really noticed that.
Yep.
Yeah. 250 from my butt, Casey says. Exactly. Yeah, like who you asking 250 for a freaking stupid blister? What a mess. MTG 30th now with the Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber. And not just that, it's Leonhard also. That is interesting, and that's all Rudy. Because his video got that comment from Leonhard.
Yep.
I don't think that information wouldn't have got out there.
If that little comment on his video. Yep.
And that's important information, you know,
is.
because now it's not just Yu-Gi-Oh, it's Pokemon too.
And Leonhardt didn't go delete it after the fact. He left it out there.
Yeah,
I just
that's
saw it like
sick.
an hour
That's
ago.
major.
Yeah.
You know, freaking interesting. I'll
It
tell
is
you what.
very interesting.
Pokemon people are boycotting it. What does that say? You
Yep,
know,
not
it's
good.
kind of ridiculous.
I'd be very curious to know the amount of money they offered Leonhardt.
Yeah, I want to
I
know
bet you
too.
substantial.
I mean, he's got 1.6 million. That's
I wouldn't be surprised
technically
if it's
his audience.
$50,000.
Yeah,
you know,
that's technically his audience. Well, 1.6 million. If you got that many views, that's about. That's like 5 to 10 grand, depending on how much your audience.
you know how much a
money
company
is
like
worth.
Hasbro spends on marketing campaigns and things. Like Rudy said it today. He's like their budget for advertising for 30th is probably substantial.
Oh my god, really? What a mess. No, you got here through your text, but good. Anthony. All right, got here. I'm glad you got here.
Oh, is that
bro.
my boy?
Yeah, Anthony C.
Yeah.
your text.
Good
There
buddy
you
of
go.
mine. Yeah,
Hey, how
he's
you
awesome.
doing? Welcome to the channel too. Thank you. For
He
the
probably
sub,
subscribes to you already.
Yeah, that's
he's good.
awesome.
He's a good guy.
Cool. What up, Anthony? How you doing? What was the biggest takeaway for structuring your collection in your first recession? Honestly,
Solid
so
question.
yeah, this was 2007. I had a decent job. A lot of people didn't, and it was still paying during the recession. So money was king at that time. This is where I got my freaking 5 Arabian Nights packs for $1,000. Like I did moves like that. Like I got into stuff that was nostalgic to me, and I went deep on.
Look how
like,
far
the
ahead of your
heavy
time
end.
you were. That's awesome.
Yeah, 2007, man. It's 15 years ago now. Look how freaking
So what's that?
crazy
Arabian
it's
Nights
been.
pack was $200 roughly.
Yeah, for all 5. They were charging $225, but I said
got 5 for
here,
1,000.
5 for $1,000. You know.
So what's that put a box at? A box was what is
Oh,
it?
man.
Is it 30? Is it 60 packs?
Yeah, 60
60
packs.
packs?
So
12
8
grand?
times that. Yeah, no, not even 8.
No, if it was 12,
No, wait,
200
no,
each.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. 12. You know, you want to hear something even
15 years ago.
even sicker? In 2004, I believe, was
Okay.
the date that it sold. The last Arabian Nights case sold for 90 grand.
Wow.
A case.
I did not know that.
Oh my god.
That
A
case is sitting out
of
there
Arabian
somewhere.
Nights.
Wow.
You guys all saw that video I did from the 30th, the Arabian Nights box.
Yeah, they
That's
wanted
so sick.
$450 for that thing, right? I don't know what the current market would be on that. I mean, it's named
I
the
think
price,
they'd
but
take $375 probably. You know what I mean?
if that hit the auction block, it's definitely $350 plus.
But that's like such a solid item right there. It's so
Think about a
solid.
case.
Oh god, I wish I was that.
You know what you could do, where you were going to organize a massive box break with something like that?
I wish
You
I
could-
was that
you could
prescient, man.
Oh.
I wish I was that prescient. You know,
It's
like,
not even prescient. It takes a lot of capital to spend $90,000 on something, especially $90,000
into cardboard
in
back
2004.
then. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I see the same
ballsy.
thing in sports cards. Like the guys who paid, $100,000 for the Mickey Mantle and a PSA 10, where now it's $30 million. Like you paid $100,000 when this was, it's just you have to commit capital that people think is
So
insane.
that's kind of like a tie-in to Sir Flipstar's question. What
do you
was
do
your
right now?
biggest
Yeah.
takeaway for structuring your collection in your first recession? Go
Buy-
for the freaking big hits.
Buy the biggest, rarest thing
Yeah,
you can.
it's the time for it.
the best, most blue chippy, rarest thing you can buy, and just
Yeah,
sit
man.
on it.
And like
Yep.
it'll come around again, but it's
Yes.
the time to buy those things.
Yep.
The things that you're like, damn, I can never complete my antiquities set because I don't have a workshop.
Agreed.
Now's the time to buy a goddamn
Agreed.
workshop, you know?
Yep.
Like
And if you're gonna do it for investment purposes, don't go buy 4 beat up workshops.
yes,
buy one nice
please,
graded
with the
one.
minty.
Always.
Always. I say this all the time on my channel. Just stick to mint.
Buy
You will
one nice
do
graded
yourself
one.
a favor.
Or buy some
in
sealed
the long
product.
run.
Sealed product. You've said it a million
Buy
times.
a nice one and
Yeah.
sealed product. You know,
Yeah.
like there's so much better things than getting a handful of beat up cards unless you're playing with them.
Yep.
Another story.
Consolidate into the best thing.
Yeah.
In the very high end sports card realm, I won't drop his name, but there's a very well known guy who drops the most amount of money on anything, and he goes after what he calls BOPs, which he says is best on planet, right? So he looks for the best example on the planet of something, whether it's an Arabian Nights box or a graded rookie card or whatever. He goes for BOPs.
Top
Best-
pop, basically.
Just go for the top. Yes.
I
Yep.
gotcha.
Like your antiquities black labels, right? Or like
Yeah,
different- like-
yeah, yeah.
Those are BOPs.
Never
right?
gonna happen
Right.
again. Yeah.
Exactly.
How much is the falling sports card market a foreshadowing for the MTG market, or do you think this is priced in? I don't think it's the same.
I don't think it's the same. I think MTG seeing dips for different reasons, right? They both came down this year as everything came down, even stock market, everything came down. But I think now the dips we're seeing
Here,
in
I'm
MTG.
gonna grab a beer. You finish this question.
Grab two.
Okay.
I think they're dropping for different reasons, and I think the super high end sports card market is dropping for even more different reasons. I just think everything's correcting. Candidly, I think a lot of things got way too expensive with the whole boom over the last 2 years. I think now we've learned that a lot of people were using borrowed capital to buy a lot of the high end graded stuff, whether it's video games or graded Magic cards or sports cards or whatever. A lot of people were, because it made sense to plow in borrowed money to buy that stuff because it kept going up, right? And so
I mean, that's the craziest thing to think about, right? That in our time, we had a moment where it made sense to borrow money and put it into collectibles.
dude, for a year and a half,
how sick is that?
for
to
a
think
year and a
of?
half, anything you bought, by the time it hit your mailbox, it was worth more money.
I know.
You know?
I know.
I saw it every day.
I know.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
But
like, how sick in the head is that?
so it
you
made
know?
sense. So I'm not
That,
even going to
like-
call those people stupid or
I
scammy or
know,
anything. It
no.
made sense to plow
It
in.
made 100% sense,
And
but
now-
that's like crazy to think about.
Now
That
these people are liquidating things, and you're not seeing it as much
people
in
went
Magic.
to jail because they took money from the government for
Dude,
like COVID
and
relief and bought Pokemon cards.
I'm
and
telling
shit,
you, right
know?
now in sports cards, we're seeing cards hit the auction block every single month that I used to go years without seeing. You know, like the best Tom Brady rookie card, we would go 2-3 years without seeing one. There's one every single month right now. So people are liquidating, they're licking their wounds, they're taking their losses, and it's still going down. We haven't seen the bottom in sports cards yet, for sure. I feel like you're near the bottom in the high-end graded Magic community.
Oh my God, Kylan!
Uh-oh, what happened?
Jesus Christ, Kylan! Popping in to say hi, all. May or may not have broke my ankle today, so I'm down for the count for a bit. Jesus
Uh-oh.
Christ, Kylan!
Oh, hope you're all right, buddy.
Yeah, man. Seriously. Well, hey, you can come out and hang out in live streams now that you're down for the count. I'm here for you, bro. Jesus Christ, Kylan. I hope you feel better, man. Like, I hope they gave you, like, you know, what you need to get through all that madness, because that sucks. Can WotC do anything right at this point?
Short answer is no.
Yeah.
Long
like,
answer is they're going to have to make changes to
they're
do
gonna
things
need
right.
some major changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would an Arabian Nights reprint affect the value of the original set given it's a small print run?
Initial dip, but long term, they'll be fine.
I think it's more about the chart over time as
Yeah.
opposed to, like, it'll be different from what it is before they reprint that. You know what I mean? Like, its current potential chart in the future versus the potential chart once they announce that product.
I think to answer that question, you go look at the price of dual lands, right? We're seeing dual lands have dipped.
I think dual lands
right?
are a special case because they specifically reprinted them twice as hard.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're twice as much on the sheet.
They wanted to make it like a little bit flooded with duels.
I think it's a mental thing too, though.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think we will see
it's
Arabian
both.
Nights dip.
I think it's both.
But yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna be as hard as the duels.
Yeah.
No, it is.
What are we
totally
seeing with like unlimited power? Have they dipped with the Magic 30th
you
thing?
know, that shit really rarely sells. That
Yeah.
like, it's hard to draw a correlation yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Especially like.
Because it's hard to compare to like alpha and beta power because it's just
And
so
especially
strong.
we haven't
anyways.
seen any sell yet of
Yeah.
the new power. You know what I mean? I think in the future when that happens.
That's going to be interesting to watch those markets.
I can't even freaking. Oh my god.
Makes your head explode.
No, he sent me a picture. Kylan. Oh, damn, bro. That does look like a broken
Oh,
ankle.
mean ankle.
Eesh.
Get some ice on that thing.
Yeah, man. That sucks, man. Jesus, bro. Okay. Hit the like. Yes, thank you. Yes, Chris D. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I did a video on attrition.
Okay.
And it was perfect. I mean, it was a natural thing that came out of him. He sent me pictures of what happened in the hurricane to his cards, you know?
Yeah.
His good cards were saved, but the bulk of his, like, selling, his inventory.
His inventory.
Yeah,
That's
man.
sad.
Yeah, that sucks, yeah. Because, like, if
Right,
you
so you
weren't
multiply
selling it,
that
you could have
over
buy listed it and just
30
freaking
years.
gotten, like, thousands of dollars of good shit, you know? So it's like, but it's your inventory, so that's why you keep that, you know? Like, take care, DJ. Do what you gotta do.
See you, DJ.
Decent job. Those are rarer than red neon ink. What is 90K? Oh, I know, right? 90K for a case. And madness.
6 boxes in that case.
10.
10 boxes in that
Yeah,
case.
it's the original. Yeah, exactly.
9,000 a box. It's incredible.
Unbelievable. And it doesn't even matter because
Doesn't
it's
even
a
matter.
sealed case,
Right.
you know? Like, that's stupid.
And
Dude,
now it's full of G.I. Joe cards. Oh!
Oh, my
Could you
God.
imagine?
Imagine. That would be the end.
That would be the end.
Do you have a certain game plan, percent in cash, percent in cards to maintain liquidity, or are you always selling, trading? I think you have to be always willing to sell. Currently, though, like, I'm more about the channel. Like, when I buy a box, it's more for, like, a box break right now. So, like, I'm thinking long-term with the channel as opposed to long-term buying and selling. So it's a little bit different
Yeah.
what I'm buying and selling. If I get stuff personally, and although, yeah, again, I'm not really selling right now.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
And me,
different.
personally, to answer that question, I don't maintain a hard percentage of cash for, like, liquidity for deals. If something makes sense to me, I come into it or I come out of it. So I don't have, like, a hard and fast rule of a number that I try and stick to.
Paul Plants. Hey, I remember when Arabian Nights was $89 a box.
Oh.
Can't imagine.
Paul was probably ripping that back in the
That's
day.
but, like, you know, imagine you're that prescient. You go back to, like, what was it, 1914, and you go to Denver, and you go to the mint, and you get a roll of Mercury dimes fresh out of the mint. You know, like,
I know.
you can do this for all the key items throughout history.
Yep.
That would be great, though, to have, like, all the best collectibles, like,
Could you
fresh out of
imagine?
the mint.
It's so
like,
fun to fantasize about. But
if I was a time traveler, like, that's what I would do. Go
Yep.
back and get all this.
Get all these comic books.
Yep. The inverted Jenny.
baseball
freaking,
cards.
The stamp, you know, the upside down, the original one.
Right, yep. Yep.
So stupid.
Yep.
What an asshole.
We could all had a time machine.
Such an ass. That's what I'm thinking of.
Right.
If I had a time
yeah.
machine.
So you know we're true dorks. I'm going back and getting a roll of Mercury dimes.
You know, it's so bad. The only way to relive Arabian Nights and Auntie for me is to replay Shant. That's that freaking other thing, right? Like, Magic BS or I don't know, like parallel item that didn't really work. DJ, take care, man. I'll lend money for Arabian Nights. Oh God, Arabian Nights is collateral. That's a lot of money. Hi and bye, Kylan. More live streams. I will send you a pic. Oh my God. Don't you think MTG and sports cards are the same asset class? Just sports cards have a bigger market cap and even funds, which is as close as the market maker gets for high. I don't think that they're the same. I think they're close. Well, I guess they're the same asset class, but very distinct arenas in that class.
It depends how you want to define it. I mean, it's collectibles are collectibles if you want to, rope them all in there, but it is a little bit different. Sports cards, I feel like, are different too because it has such a dependency on the real world, right? If a guy breaks his leg or if a guy gets a DUI or he gets traded to a different team, those are things you don't have to worry about in Magic, right? Injuries and different things like that. So you have less dependencies. You have to worry about Hasbro reprinting the reserve list. But different.
Chris D, there you go. In honor of MTG 30th, I bought myself a candelabra of Thanos.
No, it's perfect. That's awesome.
What I'm talking about.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, let's see. How's it going? Iron Armor. Hey, you are late to the show. I am about. Will they do return to Mirage Block since they did return to Dominaria? Probably eventually. I'm thinking that they might do packs for blocks, but that would be thinking like if I was to reprint something that I wouldn't reprint. Meanwhile, it's a corporation doing it, so they're totally going to stretch it and make it even worse.
They're going to reprint all the way up.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, for the 35th year anniversary, it's going to be right into Urza's block. So.
Dude, I started playing 95. We didn't have anything older than Revised available for sale in my hood. Yeah, it was.
Right.
I was lucky.
Right.
Because one of the stores that was near me, my LGS, was Wizards World, which was freaking Toy Wiz now. But they were like tied in from the beginning. I don't know how, but they were literally making the Wizard, the magazine, the guide for freaking the Inquest also. They were making that shit like down the block for me.
That's so cool.
So it was like, not literally down the block, but you know what
I
mean?
Yeah.
Like a couple minutes away. It was like seriously, a couple minutes away. It's crazy. So that relationship was always there, and I don't know how. But like I was too young to understand, like to get Alpha, or buy Arabian Nights. I was just playing with the cards.
It was a lot of money to spend back then.
And the duels, duels were enough for me. I was happy with $20 cards.
Everyone loves saying like, "Oh, Black Lotus was $300 or $600." It's like it was a lot of money back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was more like $250 then, but still. Okay, guys, here is the link for Brody. Very fun guy, good show, entertaining. Magic cowboy kind of. He's like a wilding from Game of Thrones.
Cool.
He lives north of the wall,
all
the way up in Canada, where the cold is. He comes from up there. He's definitely freaking north of the wall. So it was fun hanging with
which way to the point?
Yeah, this way. Paul here.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. It's good times. Check him out. We have his link pinned up above at the top of the comment section here. Otherwise, remember to like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon channel memberships. All the fun things and...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.